I created a fantasy language for my upcoming YA novel, The Omen Girl, and I want to talk about it. So, growing up and reading Eragon, one of my favorite things about that series was the fantasy language. And I know that that language was heavily inspired by Tolkien, but obviously, even just a cursory glance, and I knew that there was no way that I can ever achieve that level of complexity and depth. Another challenge, specific challenge that I have for my fantasy language is that this isn't exactly a language that people write with or communicate with. Ultimately, it's a language that's meant to be flown in the sky. So in my novel, there is something called the Decade Race, which is this magical race that happens once every 10 years. And the way that people participate in this race is by bonding with a magical star, and then they fly on these magical boards, basically called anchors. The boards look very similar to calligraphy brush bristles. Anchors are powered by the stars, and what comes out of it is ichor, basically the blood of the stars, or stardust. Using that stardust, the whistlers or the flyers, they fly out lines, they fly out magical calligraphy lines in the sky that cast spells depending on the line that you've drawn. This language is called Star Song. I do want to dive into what a star song will actually sound like, so I will do another video on that. So that was a challenge that I had to grapple with because I couldn't necessarily go with like a runic route or even like some sort of a logographic route or like a hieroglyphic route, right? Like those systems have too many breaks, too many strokes, too much complexity. As a flying system, it just makes it really difficult. And that's when I came across something called Koi Lang or Koi writing. It's by someone called Koa, I believe. It's comprised of koi drawings and ripples, and it is so magical. It was smooth and beautiful and visual. That's exactly what Star Song needs as its base. It needs to be fluid, it needs to be visual and connective.